Okay, so I hope you're doing good. Let's get into it. We're going to spend about 10 minutes or more, a little bit more, asking this: how many calories do I need, right? It's a number one. It's the biggest question you actually have to ask yourself once you've come to see a coach or even a dietitian. How many calories do I need? It's a number one. So now that we know how to build a solid meal plan, we've gone over the volumes we should be eating for breakfast, lunch, dinner, what a pre-workout is, what happens if we work out really early in the day. We've gone over this in the last 5 weeks. And last week we talked about nutrition labels, right? We're going to get a little bit more nuanced, not so much more in depth, but we are going to educate ourselves more, right? We're trying to continually build a base of knowledge. I call it a base number, a base calorie number, because it's easy to remember. Basically, you're going to take your weight, whatever you are today, multiply it by 10, keep that number in your head. Then we adjust. We adjust up or down based on your needs. Right now, you just, without trying, understood how many calories per day you need to maintain more or less your weight. Okay? Again, it's going to be governed more so on, let me turn this because I don't feel like it's going to be based more on your activity level. There are some gender differences. We'll take a look at why that is. Okay. There's main gender differences between biological men and women. All right. Now, hey, you got your base calories. You can figure out your protein ratios. You don't even have to be a math major to do it. Thank God, I'm going to go over with you guys in real time the types of smoothies or shakes that you guys should be using. If you want to employ that, and I encourage you to juice as much as possible. All right. There are two kinds, by the way. It's going to be energy. It's going to be recovery. Okay. Let me go back into the matrix. I am actually going to talk and just show that agenda again, just in case it didn't show. Okay. We're building a base of knowledge. Every week, you're getting a little piece, a new tool for your tool belt. Once you have a fully stocked tool belt, you can take on any of your sports nutrition challenges, right? That's what we're here to do. And we do it by building more awareness, okay? By apprising ourselves of more of the issues with our eating and our own metabolism, we make smarter decisions. It's almost by diffusion, by osmosis. Oh, I know that I should be eating around, for me personally, 1,900 calories a day. I just had a lot of alcohol. I had 4 shots right there. That's a meal. I'm probably at 2,500. I'm, et cetera, et cetera. Just having that knowledge is empowering, and it helps you make better decisions. It's the type of learning that you guys are way more capable of. Again, it's the opposite of dieting. So yeah, that's my exposition on dieting. Okay. It's simple, you guys. I'm going to take... So here's Mike White, okay? Let me go back into the matrix, make sure that we are sharing the right things. Mr. White here, I was trying to remember before I started the chat, but I believe he was 240, 35, 50 pounds, right? So, again, you don't have to be a brilliant math mind. You multiply that by 10, you get about 2,500 calories. That's how much he probably needs to maintain. You can do it right now while I'm talking. Multiply by 10. Okay. You're going to get a sense of what you need to maintain your current weight. What that means is that is a safety net. I know that if I'm trying to lose weight, I need to hover at or below that, definitely below that number. Going above it, I'm at risk. Okay? So the base calorie number, that's a good estimation, which all of these typically are. Remember that. Even if we're doing calculations, and I'll show you why in a second. If I hover around, for me, I'm 188 pounds. Very specific, I know. At least it's not in kilos. I need about 1888 calories per day to maintain. I want to go below if I want to lose. Trust me, I don't want to lose. And that's where I'm at. Okay? I hover right around there. So, the adjustments occur based on gender number one. All right? And I want us briefly to take, it doesn't have to be that brief, but I want us to see if we could take a look at that. So here is a screen, and I hope you guys are seeing this, right? There are two types of equations, just know that. And they're going to vary. So like blue equation and orange equation for a 166-pound woman, she's, this age and this height. Look at the difference. Not much, maybe like, I think it's 100 calories on average, but there is a difference. What this is just showing you, guys, is that even when we calculate it with the big long equation that you need the TI-86 for, you got to go find the AAA batteries. You have to use the cosine. When we do all that, it's still at best an estimation. And so by doing the super, high brain savant thing, multiply by 10 right off the top of your head, we're actually giving ourselves a quick estimation. This spontaneity mimics real life situations. I'm not going to pull out my calculator, even if it's on my phone, to figure out how many calories are in my pork ramen. Okay? I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do is I'm going to make quick calculations. When we do that, though, gender-wise, we take a bit of a hit. All right? So I'm going to go back to the slide right here, because I think now it's on. At 130, 130 pounds, if I multiply by 10, I can get to about 1,300, and this is accurate, right? A little bit higher for a guy, isn't it? Right? A little bit higher, right? And if you do the math across this, you notice that there are variations. So here's what I'm going to say to you guys, okay? We're going to make small adjustments. Multiply by 10, okay, you got that in your mind. That's quick math. You want to sit down, you want to pull out the calculator. Women, you're going to do fit women. Ladies, you're going to do 9. You're going to multiply by 9, okay? That's a safer bet. Now, you want to lose weight, we're going to go under that number. Easy. That is the number we stick to when we have an off day or a non-workout day, okay? Really simple. Men, let's stick with 10, okay? Now, I work out 6 days per week, right? I might need to say my weight in pounds. This is for, let's try with men first. Times 12 if I work out 1 time per week. Okay. I'm going to go, as I try to do the John Madden here. Sorry. I'm going to do 14 if I work out twice per week. So let's stick with 2 to 3 times per week. I'm going to go with 14. And I'm going to multiply by 16 if I'm going up to, let's do, let's say up to 5 or 6 times per week. We're going to multiply your weight in pounds by 16. Okay, this number might be, let's do 1 time per week, guys. We're safe with doing 10. Okay, for men. Women, proportionately, I could have done men second, women first. Here, we're going to go 9, we're going to go 13, we're going to go 15. That's the number I need if I'm active, and all of you guys are active, to stay at, right? I'm going to need to stay at that number to maintain my weight, go under it if I want to lose without altering how much activity I'm getting. And that's it. Okay? Be apprised of that. So for me, I'm going to multiply by, like, if I'm doing 5 times per week, I'm feeling really active, right? I'm going to go by what, 15? It says so let's say 2,800. So that would be what I need to maintain. Now I keep my activity level the same. I eat 2,400. Well, I'm going to lose like what? Like, what's that? A third of a pound? There, somewhere in there. Going back to our meal plan, and again, you know, just to let you guys know, I do make these. I can make one for you. I can send you a template. Email me, talk to me in person. This is what this entails. Is we got a goal of 2,100. We know that the base calories for Mike here was 2,800. His safety number was 21. Okay. His average was 23. Probably he was about 235, 45 pounds. And so from here, we gave him a goal of 2,300 per day. And then if he woke up and did a workout, you could see the change here. We scroll down to the bottom. Look at that. He lost a half a pound just from doing a 500 calorie workout, right? We do a really hard workout. He lost even more weight, more than a pound that day. That doesn't include water. Just from working out, if we even, I think, adjust any of these numbers, it'll shift to where he's losing even more weight, right? Let's try it. Maybe it's this number right here. So that's it, you guys. That's how to figure out your base calories. And it's, again, a safe estimate of what we can do. In the coming weeks, I'll show you how the specific activities you do, running, jumping rope for 15 minutes, doing the rower, boxing, lifting weights, whatever it might be for a half hour, right? You can go to Harvard Health and actually find this chart, but there is a chart that shows how much activity in a half hour most people burn at a specific weight. You're going to learn how to factor that into your base calories so you get an even better estimate. Oh, I burned 500 calories doing this per hour. I know that my adjusted base was 2,000. That my base is 2,000. I can adjust to 2,500 to maintain my weight. Oh, I want to lose. I'm going to stay at that 2,000 with the activity level high. And honestly, that's what trips a lot of us up. We plug in all of our activity, right? And then we think we're supposed to eat up to that level when we're trying to lose weight all the time. It gets very confusing. I want you guys to just remember that base calories is that magic number. It's something everyone should be apprised of, and now you are. Now you are. And it's really, something that we could just learn right out of the gate. I'm not sure why it's not the first thing that is told when we're trying to get into a nice fitness program. It's really easy to figure it out. And again, that knowledge, it's really beneficial, very powerful, and it allows us to make better food decisions and physical decisions for us. So, with the little bit of time we have left, if we have any more time, I just briefly want to go over with you, or I don't know how brief it is. Let's talk about two types of smoothies. So we're either going to do a meal smoothie, like we're going to do a recovery smoothie, or a energy smoothie, right? And by smoothie, I mean a juice or a shake. It's going to be high in protein. It's going to be before. Oh, sorry. It's going to be after the workout because it's high in protein. It's good for our recovery. We want it to probably be milk-based. It's a good way to sneak in your calories, your protein. It sticks to your ribs a little bit. And when I say milk-based, I mean it could be almond milk. If you're vegetarian, yeah. It doesn't have to include protein powder, but these are the ones that are going to be a bit creamier or richer, I guess. What I want you guys to remember mostly is that this one right here is going to be about 250 to 350 calories. Okay, going back to that base conversation. Okay, we know what our snacks are going to be. We know how much protein we need to be getting because we're just going to get in up to 30% per day, right? So, again, I know I need 2860 per day. I want to get 30% of that for protein. That's 800 calories for protein, 240 grams of protein. Okay, that's if I'm working out five times per week. I must be in a building mode, and so that is actually a legitimately high goal for me. The other type of shake I want to apprise you of is just energy. All right, the font's smaller here. That's fine. This one's going to be higher in, you guessed it, guys. It's going to be higher in sugar. I'd like for it to be higher in glutamine, maybe branched chains. My favorite way to get some of that stuff is leafy greens, is seaweed. Right? That's a little, little tip. Whenever you can have a lot of tips of your own, that's just one of my favorite ways to get in some of this stuff. And it's probably going to be fruit-based. It's going to be a pre-workout, typically. And this one can be about 120 to 250 calories. 120 just means if you're like 5'2", 100, man, if you just kind of work out twice a week, 135 pounds, you're 5'1", something like that, your snack might be 100 calories, your pre-workout. These are the two types of drinks. And, pretty much any juice or shake you make can follow this easy template. I really want you guys to be aware of the calories, though. Like these calories, that's going to make the difference between, is it a recovery, right? Or if it's just an energy booster or something like that. And these recovery drinks and shakes can also be thought of as meal replacements at time when we get really good. And you know me, I'm always going to advocate organic, local, non-processed, anything. So if you have to reach for protein powder, and just like me, if I saw I needed 200 grams of protein, I'm going for that protein powder. I'm not going to try to turkey jerky my way into 250. It can be done, but it might be a little costly. I'm going to need to buoy my grocery outlet membership and go and find those back order packets of turkey jerky. Nonetheless, you guys, if you have to do the protein powder, let's go organic. Let's go non-processed. All right. These are the two types of juices you're going to want to get into. I'm trying to think of other stuff that I want to apprise you of for now, but just hit me up. It's just that simple to reach me, and I want you guys to do that. So if you feel like you need more information you need a recipe, I have a few recipes. For example, I usually start with a base of seaweed. I'll break it in half. It's the crispy kind. I would really like to find the wet kind that hasn't been pulled right out of the ocean. Right, bad for your bowels. I'll take half of that. I'll put it in. I'll put in a lot of berries. I'll put in some dried cranberries just for the small amount of protein that you're getting. This is an energy juice. I'll put in some citrus, some honey, some ginger, some pepper, just for the properties, and I'll blend. Very simple stuff. Again, not a ton of calories, a lot of sugar, but you guys are probably sick of me constantly publicizing the pre-workout sugar rush that I want you to be on. Not all of you are on it, and that's cool too. All right, that will do it for today, you guys.